The Syrian army says it has destroyed most of a salvo of missiles fired at the Damascus area by Israel. It said the missiles were tracked as coming from the occupied Golan Heights. It's Israel's policy not to comment on such claims. The Israeli military has recently stepped up strikes on what it says are Iran-linked targets in Syria, aimed at reducing Tehran's military influence in the country. Leading British aid agencies are warning that people living in the world's most dangerous and desperate places are facing an unprecedented catastrophe from a combination of conflict and the coronavirus pandemic. An umbrella group, the Disasters Emergency Committee, says falling aid funding is causing charities to reduce life-saving work, just when it's needed to prevent both starvation and the spread of Covid-19. The World Trade Organization has a new Director General starting work on Monday. Dr. Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala, the former Finance Minister of Nigeria, is the first woman and the first African to run the organization. She was chosen after President Biden's administration removed his predecessor's veto on her selection.
This morning, and the eye leads with the mutant Brazilian variant of COVID, which has now been found in the UK. The paper reports that it may be more resistant to vaccines and entered the country just days before hotel quarantine was introduced for high-risk areas.
The Times reporting on plans to impose life sentences on people smugglers as the Home Secretary tries to crack down on migrants crossing the Channel. Donald Trump also makes the front page after he gave his first public speech since leaving office and hinted that he may run again for the US presidency in 2024.
The first snippets from the much-anticipated Oprah interview with the Duke and Duchess of Sussex were released overnight. The lead, The Mirror Online. In one excerpt, Prince Harry says his biggest fear was history repeating itself.
And after a big night for British stars, the Telegraph's website runs through the winners and losers of this year's virtually held Golden Globes. It was a very good night, wasn't it, for The Crown in particular?
Oh, it was absolutely excellent for The Crown. We'll have a quick look at the inside pages. I'll give you a moment to read that one, shall I?
Yes.
So I talk about one of my favourite subjects. Do you know what it is?
I'll
Sleep.
just look at this. Oh,
Sleep.
What is it saying?
Well, what it says is, I mean, you and I know that we're very different with our approach to sleep and how much sleep. I basically need double the sleep that he needs. Researchers have found that those who like to take naps in the daytime, that's me, whether siestas or power naps, actually share certain genetic traits that make you more partial to wanting a snooze. And they say that what they found from this research is that daytime napping is biologically driven and not just an environmental or behavioural choice. So that's why I need to sleep, you see. It's not a choice. I just have to. A recent study found that people can have different chronotypes, defining them as night owls or morning larks. Night owls may be more likely to underperform at work because of tiredness.
OK.
Don't say that explains a lot. No. That would be inappropriate.
I've had a very nice 2 weeks of normal sleep pattern, yeah.
Did you feel better or worse?
I don't know. It's always a bit weird when you go to bed on a Sunday night, then knowing you have to get up very early on a Monday morning. But I had a very nice time watching you instead of...
Did you actually watch?
No. But
did you see that into that? No, you didn't.
Of course I did, every day. Every day. Yes, I did bits and pieces. I was reading this about sauces, right? Sauces around the world.
Yeah.
Stuck in lockdown food rut. Here are 30 brilliant condiments, this is in The Guardian, that have been used in various people's kitchens all around the world. Have a little look. Now, one of them, I can't say it, but there's one from Ghana there, which looks particularly interesting. Can you see that one?
Yes, I do.
This one here?
Yeah. Do you know I haven't got any of those at home?
Well, you need to get some of these in your life, apparently, because they're very nice. Yes, you've seen it now, haven't you? Yeah, Haitian Mamba peanut butter, which can be used for a burger topping or fruit dip with Asian noodle dressings. Yeah. The world uses peanut butter in many ways, beyond spreading it on toast. The owner of this one can make an amazing, sweet, spicy Haitian recipe, which has Scotch bonnet in it as well. So you can use all these sauces to spice up your life.
The moon looked... Did you see the moon over the weekend?
Yes.
Were you aware that the moon was looking amazing?
What moon was it again?
Wasn't it a snow moon?
Snow moon. Gold moon is something...
there you go, and there's rather lovely pictures. I'm sure lots of you would have seen it as well. These are rather lovely pictures. In the Mirror saying it looks so close you could almost touch it. This is a picture from Wakefield in West Yorkshire. Also over Stonehenge as well. It was just lovely, and actually lovely clear skies as well, but it was cold, but yeah, lovely.
I also did some DIY, by the way, Louise.
I saw. Well done, you.
I'm very proud of myself.
You didn't even injure yourself, did you?
No, I didn't injure
done.
myself. Actually, I thought I'd broken my wrist, actually. I fell over on a snowy dog walk. Thankfully, it's all right. Don't worry. I know you were very concerned.
Phew. Thank goodness he's back.